and girls?
Good morning, Mama.
I'm so happy that I am here today. How many of you are excited to be at church this morning? Okay, I am too. I asked the IT team, I don't know if they were successful in doing that. There was a picture I wanted them to stop there. Look up on that screen behind you. Do you recognize that face? Somebody is feeling shy. Hey, who is that? Gamu! That is Gamu. And that is quite a while ago because Gamu is now a big girl. She's no longer that tiny. But that was Gamu at the Nappy race in the Two Oceans Marathon some years ago. Would you please stand up, Gamu, so that people can see that you've been running the streets of Cape Town? Wonderful. So proud of you. Sit down. Gamu is Elder Banga's daughter. And I know quite a number of young boys and girls who used to join the Nappy race at the Two Oceans Marathon. Very exciting weekend. We heard Elder Banga telling us about the history of the Two Oceans Marathon. And it is one of the most scenic races. Hello? Okay. So it's one of the most scenic races in the world. We've got people coming from all around the world to come and run the Two Oceans Marathon. And I think it's because, you correct me if I'm wrong, that it runs, the route of marathon runs alongside the ocean. And you run against two oceans. Hey? Which oceans are those? Which oceans meet here in Cape Town? Sita, do you want to give a shout of it? Wow, fantastic, yes. So it's the only marathon in the world that runs along two races. But I'm not going to tell you about the Two Oceans Marathon. You can go read about that. You can go Google that. I want to tell you about a young man from the Bible who, when I was told today's theme, I really thought that, you know what, that boy, if he was still around here on earth, his story is actually if he was still around here on earth, he would probably be very fit to run the Two Oceans Marathon. And that is because of the choices that he used to make. And I want you, when you go back home, it's a very short story. I was actually shocked that it just takes such few verses to sum up, not to really sum up it's not the entire story, but to just tell us an introduction about this boy. It's found in the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verses 8 to 16. And it will tell you just enough that you know how to make good choices for your life. Okay? So this Bible story really emphasizes our theme today of caring for our bodies as God's temple. Caring for our bodies as we would for God's temple. So Daniel, in this story, and his friends were captives in Babylon. They were actually captured in Babylon. I don't think it's how to capture young people that size. But be that as it may, that happened in that day. And when Daniel actually got to Babylon, one of the first things that they were told them, okay, here are all these young boys, this is the food that they go to eat, this is the men.
Can I go take two batteries?
That fancy spread every morning, hey? They would eat ham, pork, they would drink whatever drinks, some of these drinks were not very healthy to drink, but it was said that if they eat these things, they were going to be strong and very smart. But Daniel was so brave. He was daring. He went to the responsible person and said to him, listen, I've got a special request to make. It's not that I'm trying to make myself too special, but I really would like to ask that you don't feed me the same food that you said, he would have probably said in this day and age, if it has a mother, or if it had a mother, I don't want to eat it. I only want to eat it if it comes from the ground. And then for drink, just pure water. That was brave of him. And guess what the leader said? The leader said, well, if we're going to do that, you're going to put in a lot of trouble because you are going to be assessed after 10 days. And they want to see if you are going to be fit, strong, and smart enough from the food that the food that you're going to be fed. And Daniel said, please test me. Give me 10 days. It's me and my friends. Give us 10 days. After 10 days, when they come and test us, if we have failed, then you can do whatever it is that you please with us, okay? So the God said, okay, I'll let you eat what you want to eat 10 days in the morning. Guess what he had for breakfast? Avocado on rye toast. Delicious. And guess what he had to drink when everybody was having a hot chocolate with lots of sugar and lots of dairy milk? What did he choose to drink? Water. And then came lunchtime. Everybody was having a hot dog made from pork. Huh? Nice fluffy white roll with hot dog and ketchup made with all sorts of artificial colorants. And Daniel said, no, I will have a salad. Nice, crunchy, fresh salad. And to drink, the other guys had some cream soda, and Daniel said, no, I will have some water. Okay, day 1 up to day 10. And then the assessor came to assess all the boys. The boys were standing in one line, and then they first did a physical assessment. They put them on a treadmill. Let's see how fast you can run and how soon you'll actually get tired. Guess what? Daniel was 10 times better than all the other boys. And his friends were 10 times better than everybody else because they had chosen not to defile their bodies with all the indulgences in the king's palace. You would have thought that Daniel would be too shy to actually stand up for himself. And I know that we as boys and girls in this modern day, we are faced to make a lot of choices for our lives, right? Be it at school when our parents are not around, and even at home in our rooms, right? And I wanted to actually see if any of you have got the capacity to make good choices. And just because the story talks about a boy, Daniel, so I said, let us imagine a modern day Daniel and Daniela. Daniela is a girl. Huh? Let us imagine a Daniel and a Daniela living in 2024 in Cape Town, South Africa. And they have to make some choices. And I need you to help me to help me to make some choices for these guys. They have to choose to pack a lunch for school. Can somebody who is brave enough lift up their hand and suggest some meal items, some items to put in the lunchbox for Daniel and Daniela in 2024? Who would like to give a suggestion? A healthy lunchbox. Okay, come, my sweetheart. Apple, okay. Do we give that so we go to rate that from 0 to 10. How do we rate that? I give that a 10. How many of you give it a 10? I give it a 10. I give it a thumbs up. Okay? And what would you pack for her to do? I don't think she's going to be full with just an apple. Maybe let's add a little bit more in that lunchbox. What else can we add in the lunchbox? Red? What color is the bread going to be? Brown. Brown bread. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. Well, maybe we get a boy. What else would you add as well? make another choice for Daniel. Let's help Daniel and Daniela choose an activity to play. Because I would imagine that Daniel did not only depend on the food that he ate. I think also some of the things that he actually did in his spare time. Let's help Daniela. We've got an iPad and we've got a soccer ball. What are we going to choose for an activity for Daniel and Daniela to play? Soccer ball, because he's going to run outside and exercise his body. Let's help Daniel choose a game to play on his iPad or on his phone. Is he going to choose a game that is violent? Is he going to choose what kind of game would you help Daniel to choose? Yeah? You want to tell me? Okay. Yeah? Oh, he said he'll choose Roblox. I know Roblox is introducing some very good games. So I hope you'll choose the good games from there, okay? And then let's help Daniela and Danielle to choose music to listen to in their spare time. What kind of music do you think Daniel and Daniela will choose to listen to? Bible songs and memorize their verses. I like the way you guys think. And then let's help Daniel and Daniela choose something to wear. Do you think Daniel and Daniela is going to come here with tight, skinny jeans that show his underwear when he's walking? I doubt, okay? Do you think Daniela is going to choose a crop top in very cold weather? I doubt that too. And I think another thing that we often forget when we're talking about keeping a healthy life is an attitude, okay? If Daniel and Daniela wake up in the morning, what kind of attitude do you think they choose to adopt for the day? I think we can all say this at the same time. Do they choose a negative or a positive attitude? Positive. Let's all say it loud. Positive attitude. And let's help Daniel and Daniela to distress after a very stressful day. Do you think he's going to drink a glass of wine? To take off his stress? Do you think he's going to vape? To take off his stress? No. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to read the Bible. He's going to take a nap. Yeah? He's going to pray to God. He's going to pray to God. And maybe also I've seen it. I've seen it. My husband does it. When I stress him a lot, he takes running shoes and he goes and runs outside and he comes back feeling better. Okay? Maybe Daniel and Daniela will take their running shoes and go and run outside and come back with a fresh mind. Okay, boys and girls, this is the end of our story. And I hope that we have learned, and I hope that we too can actually commit our lives and purpose our lives, just as Daniel. You know, when that story starts, it actually says Daniel purposed in his mind. And I hope that from today onwards, you boys and girls can purpose in your minds to choose Jesus all the time, and to actually remember that your bodies are actually the temple of the living God, and you need to keep them pure. Okay? May the Lord bless the reading of His word now and forevermore. Amen. Who would like to pray for us? I want somebody who hasn't. You want to pray for us? Okay. Let's all stand up and make praying hands. Let's all stand up and make praying hands. What is your name? Inigo. Oh, okay. Stand up and do it.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, with earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, and we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever.
too. You can say it.